Barry Hayles, of course, from Stevenage Town, coming from a non-league club, and very often players coming from non-league clubs take a long time or perhaps never settle into football league football, which is obviously a lot different. It's full-time as opposed to part-time. But one of the exceptions certainly is Barry Hayles, who almost in his first game looked set to settle down very much with full-time professional football. He's a very skillful player, he's a very quick player. He scored a lot of goals. He had a bleak little spell, I must admit, but he came back with a goal recently, and I think he'll score a lot of goals to come for Bristol Rovers. I think, in fact, the only problem with Barry Hayles is can Bristol Rovers at one stage perhaps to come find they can hold on to him, because I feel, unfortunately, a big offer is likely to come in from him if he keeps up this sort of form, and it may be difficult for Bristol Rovers to retain his services, but I certainly hope they do, because I feel Barry Hayles has got a very big future in front of him, hopefully with Bristol Rovers.
Ray Wilkins spoke to me about, we got a weekend off because there was an international game, and he said, do you mind popping down to Bath and having a look at this lad we've had recommended to us? And his name was Barry Hayles. So I popped down there. Stevenage are away to Bath City. He's only on my doorstep. Took my wife along, and what I saw, I thought was a bit special.
Barry, you actually played some of your early football as a fullback, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. I played for Spartan League side, Woolton Hawkeye. Yeah.
Yeah, so you were actually signed on, I think, to play as a right back, and then you were then asked to play as a left back. How did that come about?
Oh yeah, because their right fullback, he's struggling with an injury, and they picked me up from playing South London, and then they signed me as a right back. Then the right back got fit again, so they pushed me to left back. I played so well in my first game. Yeah.
Right. And when did Stevenage first notice you?
Stevenage not only playing for against Hertfordshire County for the Middlesex County, and I was playing left fullback in a back five and that, and I've done well on the day. So the manager from there kept tabs on me like.
No, 95-96 was the season where it all really started to take off for you, wasn't it? Tell us a bit about your achievements that year.
Oh, the manager of Stevenage just told me to go out there and play my game and change my style, and unfortunately the team played well, and I ended up scoring like I think 29 league goals and finishing player of the season, which was nice for me. Like, yeah. And
you had representative honours with England as well.
Yeah, against Holland. We played Holland, and I scored in that game. We played Ireland as well, and I scored in that game. So yeah, it was a very eventful year for me. Like.
But how disappointed were you, Barry, at the end of that season, 95-6, when Stevenage won the league, and yet you were rejected to join the league because of the fact that your ground wasn't up to standard?
Well, for the players, it was really gut-wrenching because the chairman promised to let us go up start of the season, so we put our heart in it, and we thought, yeah, once we do the business on the pitch, then they would do off the pitch, which they let us down, to be fair. Stevenage, they said there were a few clubs, and Rovers, they were mentioning that. So it was always an option, whoever I talked to first, and then I would like see what they're offering. Like, yeah.
So, was Stevenage a full-time job for you, or did you have a job outside the game?
You could say it was a full-time job because I wasn't working outside the game, and Stevenage, they took care of me because they knew I could bring the money in other ways. So yeah. You could say it was a full-time job then, yeah.
But you were obviously hoping to make a step up, and then when Stevenage didn't win the league again, you had the option, I believe, to leave your contract.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. It was a gentleman's agreement which Stevenage stood by, which I was glad on my behalf, and Rovers were the first concrete offer that came in, yeah.
Curitan. There's the ball back in. Up they go, the keeper's dropped it! Yeah! Hayles has scored! Barry Hayles! Rovers 1, Plymouth 0! It's the man for the conference, Dave!
Well, I predicted that Barry looked hot for goals, as hot as this poor field weather. And that's the first of many in the Nationwide League for Barry Hayles.
Getting the Man of the Match award from the three sponsors was great on my behalf, yeah, great start, yeah.
Here he goes. Vivash is closing him. Hayles 2-0. That's it. Barry Hayles scores with his feet.
Well, we've seen him do it with his head. We expected goals from his feet, and that's exactly what he's delivered here.
Holloway just flicks it up for Barry Hayles. Nice, an assured touch from the former Stevenage man.
Hayles looking to go all the way. Was that a tuck? Hayles again, what a goal! Barry Hayles twists and turns and wasn't denied. A shout for the penalty went up. Barry Hayles just kept playing on.
If you've got pace and power, anything's possible. You know, the ball goes into him, it sticks, and we can play some football.
Oh, Barry Hayles is through! Will he score? Yes, he does! Barry Hayles has scored! Colin, delightful!
Oh, absolutely, brilliant. He took it so calmly, the fans absolutely delighted away at the clubhouse end.
You can order DVDs of any Rovers home match from Pirate Leisure or by visiting the club's website.
Now then, look at this!
You can also relive the best Rovers moments of the last quarter of a century, such as Sammy's heart-stopping goal at Wembley.
It's rolling in! It's rolling! Division 1 football returns to East Bristol. Incredible!
And who could forget the 89-90 season when Rovers sealed the 3rd Division title beside the sea?
Well, don't ask me who scored that goal. 3rd goal from somebody.
And going back even further, some wonderful moments in the 70s when Bobby Robson's Ipswich was shaken in the Eastfield snow.
Goal by David Williams. Barry's header, Williams' header. A marvellous reaction goal from David Williams. And Eastfield is up on its feet now.
These DVDs and many more are all available from Pirate Leisure or online. Relive your favourite gas moments with Screen Soccer.